right, guys, this should be short and sweet. Here we are just slightly or lightly touching on radical expressions and real numbers, where we're just basically, they just kind of threw in radical expressions. And basically, you just have to think about when you think about a radical or square root of something in this case, just think about what factor times itself, right, will give you the solution to the radical expression. So this topic gets like way deeper when you get into Math 100 or Introduction to College Math or College Math. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So here they just give you a little, a little sneak peek. In the movie theaters when they do those little movie trailers, it's like sometimes they show the whole darn movie, and then some movies is just like flash, flash, coming soon to theater. You're like, what? What's that about? Well, this is what this is like, right? So, for example, I'm going to actually really show you this more by example. So here we go. It says find the square root of 81. So you got to think, well, what factor times itself will give you 81? Right? And as you can see, it's peeking at you 9, because 9 times 9 is 81. So the factor 9 times itself is 81. So, so the solution to this example is 9. Unfortunately, I do not have any tricks for this. So get on with learning your tables. All right. So if somebody else does, please share. Right. Here's another example. Find the square root of 144. Yep, you got it. 12, because 12 times itself is 144. Now, on the exam, they're going to present it with a little twist. You're going to see something like this. And this is actually 2 times the square root of 81. So yes, this will be an exam, and like I said, it'll present a little twist here and there. And this example, it's merely asking you to find the product of 2 and the square root of 81. So you will have to find the square root of 81 first, times the solution by 2. So thus 2 times the square root of 81 is 2 times 9, because the square root of 81, as we learned earlier, is 9. And then 2 times 9 is 18. All right. So we will be revisiting this entire chapter because we just finished with decimals, and then they threw this in when we started looking at percentages. Before we move on though, let me just give you one more way you can see this. So you can have you can be asked to evaluate. And why am I saying evaluate? Yes, because one, it's an expression. All right. There's nothing to solve, and there are numbers. We have values, we have constants. So I'm asking you to evaluate 2 times root 25 plus 7. So obviously we're going to take care of the square root, which will be 5. All right, now we're going to take care of our multiplication, as in the rule of order of operations. So this is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. So that's another way you can see radical expression presenting itself. And until you get to the next level, this is it for now when it comes to dealing with radicals.